It is the first major holiday since California lifted its coronavirus restrictions, and that means many people may be celebrating Independence Day with parties and gatherings. So what can you pull together to please the crowd? Caterer and chef extraordinaire Hugh Groman joins us live to give us a look at some delicious options. Good morning, Hugh.
Hey, Allie, how are you?
Good, good. It's great to see you and see all the stuff you have going in your kitchen there. We were talking about deviled eggs. They're always an appetizer staple, but we can add a little something more to it. Let's see what you got there.
Exactly. So I'm going to show you how to make a classic deviled egg, and then I'm going to show you how to put a twist on it. But first, I'm going to show you a new special cocktail. This is one I kind of came up with recently, although I suspect someone has already made it before. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. But this is a tequila, a Paloma Sunrise. So what it is it's a tequila with grapefruit juice. So first I'm going to give 2 ounces of tequila into each cup here. And then I'm going to add grapefruit juice to taste, but it's going to be about 4 ounces. You know, it's a generous amount. And then I'm going to top it off with a bit of Apperol, which is a, it's similar to a Campari. It's a little less alcoholic and it's sweet, so it's almost got like a little orange crush vibe to it, but then it's also got all these herbs and bitter flavors, so it's really delicious. It's very popular right now.
Okay, I was going to ask what the Apperol is, because, you know, for those of us who haven't been out drinking and partying really much for the last year and a half, it's good to be enlightened on it. So it adds sort of that fresh taste.
It adds like an orangey, a really beautiful orangey flavor, a sweetness, and a bitterness. So it's great. People have Apperol spritzes where they put it with sparkling wine. And here, let's taste it. It's delicious. Happy 4th of July. So let's go over here. And I'm going to show you just a classic deviled egg. First I cooked the eggs just like my mama taught me. And the way we do it is we put them in a pot with water, and we bring it to a simmer. And then we simmer it for 10 minutes. And then we turn off the heat and put a lid on it for 10 minutes. And then we put a bunch of ice over it. You can drain out a lot of the hot water, but the ice will cool it way down. So, and then they're ready to go. That's like a traditional kind of old school way of doing it. And it makes a very thoroughly cooked egg. So if you like them a little more medium, then you can go a little less time. And then you peel them. And so peeling an egg can be hard. I'm mangling this one because I'm, under pressure. But the trick that I know for getting the eggs to peel really well is to use older eggs. So buy the eggs a week or 2 before you're going to need them, okay? So once you've peeled the egg, and I did about 9 eggs this time. So once you peeled the egg, then you can cut them in half. This one's mangled. Luckily, I have a pretty one here. You didn't see that. There we go. So, so I've got my bowl here, and I take the egg yolks and put them in the bowl. And then I throw in some shallots, and salt to taste, right? And then I throw in some mayonnaise. And then this is like a smoked paprika. And then salt and pepper. And then you just mash it up. Here we go. You just kind of mash it up with a...
like a mashed potato masher.
Exactly. And then you can just, obviously you want to taste it. So here, I'm going to taste it. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. What do you think I'm going to say?
I think you're going to say it's delicious.
It's delicious.
I trust you.
It's my catchphrase. I don't think I can trademark it's delicious. It seems like it might already be used. So then I'm just going to go old school with a spoon and just put this in here. I'm not going to pipe it in. You can also use like a little scoop, like one of those little tiny scoops that, like basically what you'd use for ice cream, but smaller.
Or maybe a melon baller? Could you use a melon baller?
Yeah, like a melon baller, okay. Although it should have like a little handle on it. Because
so
you want to have
that
that thing that scoops it out, that mechanism, right? Okay, so these are delicious just as they are, but you could just sprinkle them. So here they are.
Looks lovely.
Got that? So, and you can just sprinkle them with, oops, man down. You can sprinkle them with a little bit of this smoked paprika. Or I'm going to do this variation, which is smoked salmon, capers, and fresh dill.
So how do you add that? Because you don't
all
want
you
to
do is
you don't
just-
want to overpower the deviled egg with too much salmon, right?
Well, yeah, see, I've got this little strip. It's
Okay.
just like a little inch strip, yeah. And also, if it's too much, smoked salmon is hard to eat. Like, you'd have to sort of chew it, you know what I mean? So you want it to be big enough to just fit right in your mouth there. So the smoked salmon, and then I've got some capers, and just a few, maybe like a couple capers on each one.
Yeah,
and
do you
then some
recommend
fresh
going
dill.
a little light on the capers? Because that can kind of be an overpowering taste.
Exactly.
With the
You know
salmon.
what you're talking about. You know what you're talking about. So, yeah, I'm going 2.
Okay.
You could do 3. And these are small ones. And then I have this beautiful fresh dill, just the tiniest little bit to make it pretty. And then I'll show you, and then I'll eat one. There we go. One more. So, so these are just so easy, so incredibly crowd pleasing. Of course, there's always those 20% of people who are deviled egg haters and don't like deviled eggs, but they'll have something else to eat. So look how pretty that is. Can you see it?
I was going to say, what I love about it is not just the different flavors, but also the colors. It looks like, it's like a nice palette, colorful piece of art there for people to dip into.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure if I went to TV school, they would tell me, don't put an entire deviled egg in your mouth.
That's all right. Wash it
But I
down
did
with
it.
that delicious cocktail. It's perfect.
There we go. Now I'm back to normal.
And my stomach is grumbling.
It's so easy, so delicious, super crowd pleasing. Make a lot. Make at least 2 of these per person, because people go crazy over deviled eggs, and it's so comforting and sort of reminds us of childhood, and we all could use some comfort.
Yeah, and it's lots of protein. It's good, healthy.
Yes, gluten-free.
Yes.
And dairy-free as well. So
That's
those
true.
are all
Thank you
important
so
things
much,
when you've
Hugh
got a crowd.
Groman, for joining us and for showing us those delicious appetizers and that cocktail. We're going to have those recipes on our website and also on the KTVU newsletter later this week. So,
Marvelous.
Hugh, great to see you. Thanks again. Happy 4th of July holiday.
Good to see you as well.